Investiture of the Gods, Chapter 72.
Okay, so we're heading to Jiaming Pass. Let's dive in. The whole thing kicks off with some really bad news reaching Xia, doesn't it?
Yeah, a dispatch comes in from Hongjin, one of his generals, and it's pure panic. He's been completely routed. It's basically him saying, boss, normal fighting isn't working anymore.
And the numbers are bad. Really bad.
Terrible. Hongjin reports losing over 10,000 men. Just like that. And it gets worse. Even powerful figures like the dragon-slaying princess, Longji.
She's an immortal, right, from Ruidian.
Exactly. Even she was seriously wounded. So, right away, whatever they faced, it's way beyond standard warfare.
And the source of this chaos is named pretty quick. Fire Spirit Holy Mother, Huling Shengmo. Hongjin's description of her weapon is, well, it explains the defeat.
It really does. He talks about her golden mist, the Jinxia. He says it was huge, maybe 10 zang across. A zang is what, like 10 feet?
Yeah, roughly 3 meters. So we're talking a cloud maybe 100 feet wide.
A shimmering golden cloud that just swallows the battlefield. And Hongjin says the killer part was, I can't see him, but he can see me.
Total sensory deprivation for his side. Well, she can just pick them off. That's terrifying.
And she wasn't alone. She had her 3,000 fire dragon soldiers, the Huangbing. Hongjin described them like a moving flame mountain. Imagine that coming at you.
Right, not just soldiers, but a literal wall of fire. No wonder they broke.
So Xia hears this, and he knows. He says, this matter cannot be handled without my going myself.
He takes personal command. But he's cautious, isn't he? He tells Li Jing, who he leaves behind, basically, don't do anything rash.
Yeah, he knows this is probably a trap, or at least incredibly dangerous. He senses the spiritual power involved. He has to go, but he's clearly worried.
Okay, so Xia gets to Jiaming Pass. He sees the mess. What happens next? Does he just charge in?
Actually, no. And this is interesting. Before any fighting, Xia tries to talk her down. He attempts rhetoric first.
Wait, really? Against the fire spirit who just roasted 10,000 guys? He tries. Political arguments.
Kind of, yeah. It sounds a bit naive, maybe, but it's doctrinally important. He represents the Yuzhu lineage, heaven's mandate, so he has to state his case.
Was his argument?
Basically, we're here on heaven's orders, Tianming. The Shang dynasty, King Zhu, their evil is overflowing. This invasion is justified. He's pulling rank, cosmically speaking.
And how does the Holy Mother react to that? I'm guessing not well.
Not well is an understatement. She basically laughs in his face. She calls him a Jiao.
A fisherman.
Yeah, but with extreme contempt. Like, you're just some old peasant fisherman trying to grab power, tricking people. She completely dismisses his authority, his claim to heaven's mandate. For her, it seems personal. He's trespassing.
So words fail spectacularly. Then the fight starts.
Xia, Neza, Weihu, they all go up against her. But it's almost instantly over for Xia. She uses her golden mist crown.
The Jin Xia Guan.
Right. Blinds him completely. And while he's blinded, bang, she gets him with a sword right in the chest.
Ouch. And Xia's an old man, remember, not exactly a frontline warrior in terms of physique.
Exactly. He's wounded. He turns to flee on his mount, the Sibi. But it's not over.
Because the fire dragon soldiers attack the camp.
Unleash hell. Yeah, the text is graphic. Fire burning the banners, the smell of burned human bodies. It's a complete rout, total disintegration of the Zhu forces there.
And Xia himself is still being hunted.
The Holy Mother is chasing him down. He's old, wounded, trying to get away. She catches up and hits him with the Hunyuan hammer.
The Hunyuan Chui. That's a nasty piece of work, isn't it? What does it do?
It's a heavy magical hammer. Think massive impact, probably serious internal damage too.
Yeah.
She hits him square on the back, knocks him clean off his mount.
So he's down. Sword wound in the front, hammer blow to the back. This looks like the end.
It really does. He's literally in the dust. And that's when the first rescuer arrives.
Just in the nick of time.
Right on cue. Guangcheng appears. His arrival is even announced by a little poem about his immortal status. A big gun from the Yuzhu school has just entered the field.
And he came ready for this specific fight?
Totally prepared. The Holy Mother tries to use her golden mist crown on him.
Bug.
But Guangcheng is wearing the cloud-sweeping robe, the Saxia Yi. Its whole purpose is to negate magic like hers. Poof, the golden mist is useless.
So it's about having the right counter magic, not just raw power.
Exactly. That's the key here. It's about specific counters. Her biggest advantage is gone, just like that.
And with her main weapon neutralized.
Guangcheng pulls out the big one. The Fantian seal, the Fantian yin.
That's like the ultimate weapon against the G school disciples, isn't it?
Pretty much. It's known for just shattering their defenses, their very forms. It's almost a theological statement. He hits her once on the head with it.
And that's it?
That's it. Kills her instantly. Her spirit goes straight to the Investiture platform. Destiny fulfilled violently.
Wow. Decisive. So Guangcheng saves Xia, revives him with some magic water and an elixir.
And then drops the bombshell explanation. He tells Xia he was waiting there the whole time under orders from Yuzhu Palace. Because Xia Gai Yushi,
He should have this calamity, meaning this whole near-death experience was fated, part of the plan.
exactly. His suffering was scheduled, basically. He had to go through it. Guangchengzi was just the cleanup crew sent at the right moment. Then he leaves, taking the Golden Mist crown to Baiyu Palace, likely as a diplomatic move.
Okay, so Xia's alive. Barely. Still aching from the sword and the hammer, probably feeling pretty shaken up that his survival depended entirely on his master's timing.
Running on fumes and divine intervention, yeah. And just when you think he can catch a break.
Oh no, don't tell me.
The second threat appears, and this one feels different, less cosmic, more personal.
Who is it?
He runs straight into Shen Gongbao, riding his tiger, bringing ill winds with him.
Ah, Shingang Bao, the rival, the one who always thought he should have gotten Xia's job.
That's him. And he is not happy to see Xia. He immediately launches into this tirade, accusing Xia of sharing Yuan Shao murderous enmity going way back to their Kunlun days.
He's holding on to old grudges, like that incident with Nanji Xianwang and the White Crane Boy.
All of it. He sees Xia as someone who stabbed him in the back, stole his destiny. He views this whole righteous war through a lens of pure personal bitterness and envy.
What does Xia do? Try to reason with him?
He tries. He appeals to their history. We were disciples together for 40 years. He basically calls Shen Gongbao ungrateful, lacking righteousness, Wu King Wu Yi Juren. He tries to remind him of the bigger picture.
But Shingang Bao isn't hearing it, is he?
Not a chance. Envy is a powerful motivator. And remember, Xia is still hurt. The text says his chest and back are throbbing. He's in no condition to fight another round.
So what does Shingang Bao do?
He attacks. Hit Xia on the back right where the hammer landed with his heaven-opening pearl, the Kai Tianzu.
Another magical weapon? What's its effect?
Explosive energy, shock damage, knocks Xia off the Sibu Shang again.
Twice in one day. Just utter humiliation. And again, he's down, helpless. This is relentless.
It really is. Lying there, wounded, defenseless. Again, Shen Gongbao moves in for the kill.
But then, rescue number 2.
Rescue number 2 arrives. Zhu Liu Sun from Flying Dragon Cave. And guess what?
Let me guess. He was also waiting there under orders.
Dingo. Explicitly told by Yuzhu Palace to wait for Shen Gongbao at this spot. The timing is impeccable because it's preordained.
It's like Xia has invisible bodyguards just waiting for his scheduled disasters.
Pretty much. Zhu Liu Sun makes short work of Shen Gongbao, uses the immortal binding rope the Kung Xian Sheng, ties him up, orders him taken away. Quick and efficient.
And then he helps Xia.
Gives him another elixir, stabilizes him, and it's only now, after being saved twice from near certain death within hours.
So Xia gets it.
Yeah. He reflects on it. He understands these weren't random attacks. They were part of his P-Season-Zai-Zi.
His 7 deaths and 3 disasters.
Mm-hmm.
That specific required amount of suffering he had to endure.
Exactly. It wasn't just bad luck or enemy action. It was a necessary part of his journey, a prerequisite for him to eventually succeed in the grand mission of the Investiture. He couldn't avoid the pain. It was built into the job description by fate itself.
Shen Gongbao. This guy has been a real thorn in the side of the main protagonist, Jiang Sheng, always trying to sabotage his mission.
A major obstacle. The source calls him an evil obstacle, actually. He's finally captured by Zhu Liu Sun and brought before his own master, Yuanxi Tianzun.
Right, at Shilin Cliff.
Yeah.
And Yuanxi makes it pretty clear why he's upset.
Oh, yeah. He spells it out. Jiang Shang is acting on Yuanxi's orders, fulfilling this mandate to help the Zhou dynasty defeat the Shang. So Shinganbao isn't just messing with Jiang Shang, he's messing with the plan, the big celestial plan. Yuanxi sees Jiang Shang as his agent.
So what's the punishment? I remember it being dramatic.
Oh, it's over the top. Yuanxi orders these super strong beings, the yellow turban strongmen, to literally lift Qilin Cliff.
The whole cliff.
The whole cliff. And press Shen Gongbao underneath it. Keep him there until the whole investiture of the gods thing is finished.
Wow. Okay, so that sounds final. Case closed, troublemaker neutralized.
You'd think so. But here's the twist, and this comes straight from the text. It says this was a false difficulty.
False difficulty.
Meaning Yuanxi wasn't actually trying to crush him forever. It was theater, a management tactic. See, Yuanxi actually needed Shen Gongbao.
Needed him. The guy causing all the problems. How?
Because the whole point of the investiture is to fill the ranks of the celestial bureaucracy with 365 gods. And Shen Gongbao, paradoxically, is the best recruiter.
How does that work?
By constantly convincing other powerful immortals to fight Zhang Shang. They fight, they die, they get on the list. Yuanqi needed that to happen. He just couldn't have Shen Gongbao derailing things too much, too unpredictably.
Ah, okay. So the cliff thing wasn't about punishment. It was about putting him on pause, benching the chaos agent.
Exactly. Temporary neutralization. Which makes the next part even more interesting. Yuanqi offers him a way out.
If he swears an oath, right?
Yes. A very, very specific and extreme oath. Shen Gongbao is desperate, obviously. He vows that if he ever tries to get immortals to stop Jiangsheng again, he will personally use his own body to plug the eye of the North Sea.
Plug the eye of the North Sea.
Actually,
Like, become a literal stopper for the ocean.
That's the vow. It's incredibly graphic and high stakes, a cosmic-level promise of self-sacrifice.
And Yuanqi just accepts it. From this guy he knows is an evil obstacle, seems risky.
He accepts it immediately, releases him on the spot. It tells you something about how powerful oaths are believed to be in this world. The vow itself becomes the ultimate guarantee, the collateral. Yuanqi trades temporary physical control for this absolute, terrifying promise of future behavior.
Okay, so that's one leadership style. Calculated risk, manipulation, using even your enemies to achieve the grand plan. What about the other side?
Right, let's switch to the Jiao sect and their leader, Tang Tianzhou. And this involves Guangcheng, who's from the other side, Chen Jiao.
Okay, so Guangcheng has just done something pretty major, hasn't he?
He has. He killed a Jiao disciple, Huling Shengmu, using a very powerful weapon, the Fan Tian seal.
And then what does he do? Lie low.
The exact opposite. He takes her golden crown, the Jinxia crown, and marches straight into Bu Palace,
Which is?
the main base of Jiao, where their leader, Tang Tianzhou, is teaching.
That takes some serious nerve. Walking into the lion's den carrying proof you just killed one of the lions.
Right. And the text paints this picture of contrast. The palace is serene, peaceful. Tong Tian is preaching the moral jade text, and in walks Guangcheng.
So how does he possibly justify this?
He lays out his case. He argues Huling Shenmu was obstructing the righteous campaign of the Zhu dynasty. He uses this phrase, Wu Wang complies with heaven and follows the people. Hu Hu. He presents her crown almost as, well, evidence, but also maybe a sign of respect. It's complicated. Essentially, I had to kill her. She broke the rules of engagement, the rules dictated by destiny.
Okay, this is the moment I'd expect Tong Tianjiaozu to explode. His disciple is dead.
Yeah.
The killer is standing right there.
But he doesn't. He's incredibly calm, shockingly calm.
Really, why?
He basically says, yeah, these deaths are happening. It's the heavenly count. Their names were on the list for the investiture, sealed to a long time ago. Destiny.
Wow. So the leader of Jiao is basically saying, yeah, my people are dying, but it's all part of the cosmic plan we agreed to. He's prioritizing the big picture over his own followers.
He is. It's like a CEO telling his division heads, look, the merger agreement is paramount. If your team members resist and get fired, that's on them. It gets colder. He then tells Guangcheng explicitly to go tell Jiangsheng that he has the god-beating whipdo, this weapon that can punish immortals, and Jiangsheng is free to use it on any Jiao disciple who ignores the order to stay out of the fight.
He's authorizing to punish his own people.
Yes. He frames their potential deaths as self-inflicted guilt. If they disobey his command to stay away, they bring it on themselves.
Okay, that is some ruthless adherence to a high-level agreement. But how does that play out down the ranks? The actual disciples fighting and dying.
Predictably, it goes very badly. Guangcheng leaves the palace, probably thinking, okay, mission accomplished, got the bosses okay. But outside...
His disciples are waiting.
Oh, yeah. And they are not calm. Figures like Jinling Shengmu and Wudang Shengmu, they didn't hear the philosophical discussion about destiny inside. They just saw the guy who killed their sister disciple walk in, hand over her crown like some kind of trophy, and then walk out, apparently unharmed.
They must be furious. They'd see it as a total humiliation.
Exactly. The text says they felt he was bullying and treating their sect with contempt. It's pure insult on top of the injury.
So much for high-level diplomacy smoothing things over.
Right. This is where personal loyalty and rage just completely overwhelm the leader's decree. One disciple, Giling Shengmu, the turtle spirit holy mother, she just snaps.
She attacks Guangcheng,
Yeah.
despite what her master just said.
She does. She ignores the decree ignores Guangcheng trying to reason with her about the heavenly count, and goes straight for revenge.
And what happens? Does Guangcheng fight back?
He does. He uses that Fantian seal again. And this is where we get one of those wild, unforgettable moments in the book.
Ooh.
When the seal hits Guiling Shengmu, she can't withstand its power, and she reverts to her original primal form.
Which is?
A giant female turtle. Just suddenly, this revered immortal is a massive, enraged turtle.
Wow. That's quite a visual. What does that even signify?
It's powerful symbolism, right? Under extreme pressure, facing this perceived injustice and betrayal from her own leader, her civilized immortal form breaks down, revealing this raw, ancient, wild nature beneath. The text even connects her form back to Kangji, the legendary creator of Chinese characters, emphasizing how ancient and foundational she is, now reduced to this.
So Guangcheng is facing a giant turtle and other angry immortals are gathering.
Yeah, Qi Xiuxian, Wu Yinxian, more are coming. Guangcheng realizes he's outnumbered. The source says he thought, a single thread cannot make a line. Basically, I can't do this alone.
So what does he do?
He runs back into BU Palace for protection. This is his second visit. He needs the boss to save him from the enraged staff.
And does Tongtian Jiaozu protect him again?
He does, but who does he get angry at? Not Guangcheng. He lays into Guiling Shengmu, his own disciple.
The one who just turned into a turtle.
That's the one. He calls her wolf-hearted and wild-natured Inji for disobeying his orders, and then he expels her, kicks her out of the palace, bans her from ever hearing his teachings again.
He punishes his own loyal disciple for trying to avenge a death.
Yeah.
In front of everyone.
Right there. And that is the breaking point for the others.
I can imagine.
The remaining Jiao disciples are absolutely incensed. They openly accuse their leader of partiality, of favoring the enemy sect. They see it as the ultimate betrayal.
So they just leave.
They storm out, the whole group. It's basically a mass walkout, a complete rejection of his authority and the cosmic law he represents. Total internal collapse.
Which puts Guangcheng right back in the hot seat.
Instantly. He tries to leave again, and he's immediately chased by this furious, mutinous crowd. He sees they are ill-intentioned, realizes the mess he's stirred up, and darts back into the palace for safety one last time. This is visit 3.
What a disaster. The attempt to enforce order just completely backfired and fractured the entire sect.